Hi, I'm Clam, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can dodge every ultimate for a hero. After a couple of seconds you're going to see like a description that's going to sort of cover everything, and after that I'm just going to be speaking because I'm like in the free training room and speaking about each hero. If I miss something, you can always go back in the description part of the video that's like sort for every hero, and you can like see if I missed something, or like ultimate skills or etc. how you can dodge the ultimates. So let's just go straight into it. Okay, so let's start with Viper. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. And basically, if you have three types of ultimates, the first one is going to stun you for 5 seconds, the second one is going to stun you for 2 seconds, and you cannot use skills or ultimates while you're on that. And the third one, you can, when you use it, you can fight, and they're going to be stunned for like half a second. That's enough for you to do an uppercut combo, etc. So how can you stop it? Well, usually there's like the normal thing. You're going to run out, so you can be out of the range. You're going to hide behind a building. You're going to have Phantom Step the Soul Jade, so you can be invincible when you dodge at the right time. Or you're going to have Matari in your team and she's going to get you invisible. Other ways you can stop her ultimate is if you're Yoto Hime and you're using the transplantation. So that means that after the blade hits, you switch your position with her somewhere. You can dodge the stun hit if you manage to time it right for that. The other way you can do it is if you're using Tian Hai or Yueshan and you ult at the exact time before the ultimates finish, so you're going to skip the stun. The other way is if you're Yueshan and you're using the third ultimate, you can, it gives you immunity for 2 or 3 seconds, I'm not sure, but that's basically enough for you to not get stunned. That goes for your teammates as well. And another way you can stop her is if you're playing Valda, you can just ult on her and you're going to put her in there, etc. The other way you could do it is if you're Wuchen, you can like escape, you can just port yourself out of there, or just go out of range basically. And if you're Tarka, if you ult, you can just run away. Same goes for Justina. If you ult and you're using the first or second ultimate, you can just go out. So that's basically what you can do for Viper. Well, for Temuch ult, it's not something you can like dodge or anything. Like if you're out of the range, you're going to go out of it. If you're using a focus attack and you're in the tornado, or here like with focus attack, you're just gonna go through it faster instead of normal. If you're Matari, you can port yourself out of it. If you're another Temuch, you can just go through it. And if you ult, your teammates are going to be immune to that. If you're playing Yueshan, you can go freely to the ultimate. Also, if you're a monk and you're close to the circle, you can grab him with the normal hits instead of the grappling. So that means with your basically vertical attack, binding, and if you're using Yueshan, the third ultimate again, your teammates also are going to be immune for like 2 seconds and you can go free through the storm of Temuch. If you're Wuchen, you can port yourself out of there again. If you're Yoto and you're routing, you're just gonna go through it. With changing the positions, of course, not staying only with Blade. But you can actually stay with Blade, it's fine. As long as you don't get like targeted with range weapons. If you're using Takeda, the second ultimate, you can port yourself out of it, like, because it's like, let's say you're going to point somewhere over there with his ultimate and you're going to sort of teleport there. That's the thing you can do also with him. That's basically it. I don't think, like, as I said, if I miss something, it's already written before that. I'm just trying to look at what I wrote so it can be as fast as possible. So yeah, that's it for the demo. Now if you're using Matari, like, there's nothing sort of to dodge. Like, the only thing is if she is shooting. Now with she has a skill that can hit you. So basically you can dodge that if you have another Matari and she goes invincible. If you have the Phantom Stop and you sort of like manage to dodge at the right second, you can dodge that, or just by dodging, etc. Like trying to just rush is like she's trying to aim maybe there and she misses you. Other ways you can stop her is if you're Valda, you can get her in the air if you manage to hit her. If you're Yueshan and Tian Hai, the monk, you can just go in the transformation for the ultimate and you can escape from it. Or at least from the hit. You're going to skip one of the hits of these ultimate hits. Other ways is if you're Yoto, you're probably still going to take damage if she is using the F skill on you, but at least like you're going to be immune to continue of combo, because if you have like, if you put somebody, you're probably going to put them in an uppercut, etc. and you know, shit like that. So you just won't be in a combo. If you're playing Justina, you can use a skill that's going to freeze you and you're going to be safe for a couple of seconds. That also can be said for Yoto. If she is using the third skill, you can also do that. If you're playing Wuchen, you can sort of teleport yourself out of it as well. If you're playing Takeda and you're using the first skill, you can use it on the attack, and let's say after she hits you with the F and then goes for a focus attack, like you're going to still take the weapon, so that's like a thing you can do with Takeda. She can also be grabbed with the monk, regardless that she's invincible. She can also be frozen by Justina suits if you manage to hit her. Valda can only like, if you're using Valda third ultimate, like if you have good aim, you're going to be basically pretty free, because if you hit them, most likely you're going to be able to hit them again after they fall down and stuff like that. But I think that's basically it, sort of, for Matari. For Tarka Ji, well, there's nothing much to speak about him. Like, his ultimates are going to make him move faster, etc. So the basic thing you're just gonna do to skip that is you're going to like climb somewhere, do scale rushes, use grapples, etc. just to escape him. He can get grabbed by Monk. He can also get hit by Matari suit and put in an uppercut combo, etc. Viper can stun him if he's in the range. Valda can get him in ult. Justina can freeze him. Wuchen can switch position with him or just run away. Temuch can put his ultimate and he's going to go pretty easily through it, but regardless, it can save you, or it can help you like put him in an uppercut combo. Yoto, if she looks like she's just going to be safe, basically if he's like hitting, etc., stuff like that. If you're somebody's trying to get you in the infinite, Basically every hero that can use skill with its under attack, it can like save you from the infinite the majority of time. It also depends like where you're doing it, because it's like if it's flat area, it's like most likely maybe going to help you, maybe not. It really depends if the other guy screws up the infinite combo. But the heroes that can do that is Temuch, Yoto, Justina, Valda, Wuchen, Yoto. If you're with Takeda and you're using the second ultimate, you can use it under attack, so you can like save yourself from that as well if you have it and decide to use it for that. If you're any other hero, you're probably going to be screwed. And that's basically it for Tarka. I don't think I need to like cover anything else. Like this is what you can sort of do. Again, if you're with any other hero, like you can get him, etc. For Kurumi, not much to say. Like her ultimates are healing, so basically what you wanna do is you're just gonna try to run out from that ultimate so you don't fight her. Like if you're like 3v1, stay in the ult, you're probably going to be able to kill her. If you're using heroes like Justina, you can like freeze her, make her like put her in uppercut combo or something to get her out. You can do that with Matari, you can do it with Valda, you can do it with Temuch skills. That goes for the ultimates as well. If you're monk, you can grab her and get her out of there. If you're Yueshan, you can push her with the F skill so she won't be in the circle, and then like try to continue hitting her so she won't be able to go inside the circle to heal. That goes for the first ultimate is HP, the second ultimate is for armor recovery, and the third ultimate is recovering instantly with both of them, so that's like she's just getting free armor and HP. For that one you should like just continue fighting, etc. And that's basically it, what you can sort of dodge Kurumi's ultimate. Just don't like, if you're a full team, most likely don't fight in it. Unless like you have skills that you can freeze, put her in an uppercut combo or regard just to get her out of there. That's basically it. The way you can like try to fight it is if you have ranged weapons, like just use the ranged weapons. That's basically it. For Tian Hai, the monk, what you can do, well, just stay out of the range, like hide behind a building, try to use ranged weapons. If you're close to him, you can like do a focus attack or normal hits and dodge to the side so he doesn't grab you. You can also use Justina, Valda, Viper to stun him so he can be on one place. If you're Yueshan, you can try to fight him out. If you're Wuchen, you can just run from him to be out of range. Also, if Wuchen is using the first ultimate and he already like start hitting it, and you grab him, he's still going to go away from it. So it's like kind of fucked. If you're another monk, you can ult him and try to fight him out. Monk against monk. If you're Tarka, you're most likely going to be able to like fight him close, because if you're using the ultimate, of course. Also, if you're Justina, you can skip the hit, grabbing with your F skill. Sometimes it can be done with Yoto, sometimes, not always. The majority of times you're probably just gonna get grabbed. If you time it right, you can like use Temuch F skill and you can like escape. Also, if you're using Temuch, you can use the ultimate and just escape from the grabs. At the long range, if he's close, like he can still grab you if you're around him. If you're inside that, you should be safe. That goes for your teammates as well. If Yueshan is in ultimate form, he won't get grabbed, etc. And that's basically it, what you can like do against the monk. For Yoto, well, if you're a monk and you time it right when she's ulting, after a blade hit, if let's say she doesn't hit you or you're on the side and she's fighting somebody else, you can grab her. If you're together and using the second ultimate, you can just use the ultimate to sort of skip the fighting part, the damage part that she's going to do to you. If you're Viper, you can stun her. If you're Wuchen, you can escape from that. If you're another Yoto, you can like counter ult. If you're Valda, after the blade hits, you can ult her as well. But it must be after a blade hit, so she doesn't have that immunity part. Justina can just use the ult and go away from it. Matari can also just run with the skills, even with ults. Tarka can also, like, if he's in the ult, he's going to move pretty fast, so she's probably going to be able to dodge it. The other thing you can do is like just stay on her and like try to dodge it to the sides. You know, it's like 50-50 chance you're going to get hit or not. It's a matter of timing when he's going to release, when you're going to try to dodge, if you're going to make the dodge part. But it's like complete RNG for that. If you're Tian Hai and Yueshan, if you start ult, you're just gonna skip a couple of the hits for the damage. It's also good for you. Temuch, if he ults, like he can maybe manage to escape, because she can like when she ults. Alright, she's gonna ult. You're going to go like this, she's gonna go after you. But you know, regardless, like, you still have a good chance with Temuch to get out of her. And that's for basically it. If you're Kurumi, you can use the circle, and you can probably take the majority of damage with the hits in your party members, so depends on if she's not the only person who can kick sideward. But that's like sort of it. If you're using Valda, well, you can dodge her ultimates with a couple of ways. If you're Wuchen, you're using the first ultimate, you can teleport yourself if you already hit it before that. If you're Matari, you can use your skill and go through her. The other way is like if you're a little bit further away from her, you can like try to dodge it backwards or to the side. If you have another Valda, Wuchen, you can use their skills and they're going to push it backwards, so that's gonna help you. When she starts the ult, you can use the Monk's Bell, Temuch safe skill to skip the wave grabbing you. That can also be done with Justina. You can also skip that if you're using Yueshan and you start your ultimate right then. If you're Matari, sometimes if you manage to time it right, you can like, when you start your ultimate, you can like maybe dodge the wave hit. Otherwise, if you're Tarka Ji, before it was working, if you're using the F1 or F2 skill, you're probably not gonna get hit by the wave, but I think that doesn't work anymore. But if you're in the ultimate phase, like you can just dodge out of it. You're pretty fast with Tarka. And if you're with Yueshan in your team that somebody already ulted and he's with the third ultimate, you can give immunity for 2 seconds, so that's not going to grab you. Other way, like, that's basically it, what you can do. Or you can like try to use Yoto's ult and time right the transportation skill between the blades to dodge the grabbing part. But the majority of time you probably won't manage to do that if the other guy is like good enough. If you're Justina, you can just run out of it. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't think there's anything else you can do, or at least on my mind, without the text. For Yueshan, well, there's not much to say about him. Like, the thing you can do about him is you have another Yueshan, he's going wood, they're gonna try to fight. You're just gonna climb somewhere, then you're like on the top. You're going to start using grapples, etc. You're going to have a Kurumi that's going to put a circle on you, and you're probably going to be safe from the hits. He won't do enough damage. You're going to have a monk that's going to fight him. You're going to have like Yoto that can like hit him, and he will be like stuck on one spot, 3 damage. You can like fight him on the ground, try to do like focus attacks, just use range weapons as well. Try to wait it out. If you're Valda, Viper, you can, or Justina, you can freeze him, so basically like stun him, so he won't be able to move, etc. And yeah, that's basically it, what you can do to skip his ultimate, sort of. If you're using Wuchen, how you can skip his ultimates? Well, his ultimates are basically like escape. The first one, like, he's going to teleport the whole team somewhere where he put a mark before. The second one is going to switch positions, him and other people, or he's just going to use it like transport to a shorter range. And the third one is going to make a portal that he's going to escape from it, but the majority of time, if you're like fighting him, nothing shows in everything else, sort of. You can like manage to kill him. You can stop him from the first ultimates again to finish killing him, because he can escape with everything else. If he already started the ultimate, if you have like skills that are can be used under attack after you like see he switches positions with you, like you're going to be safe from that. Starting uppercut combo or whatsoever, anything, etc. And if you have another Wuchen, like you can escape, or after he does the switching part, you can like try to switch again really fast, or try to dodge backwards so you can escape from it. If he misses the second ultimate to, let's say you're over there to try to hit you and you manage to dodge out, that's something you can do to get out of it. But yeah, that's basically it, what you can do for his ultimate. Like, you just need to get a bit lucky or to hit him before he starts his ultimate, etc. If you're using Justina, you need to counter her with another Justina so she can get freeze. You need to transform into a monk or Yueshan to the general so you can like skip the freezing part. You can stun her with Viper. But it's pretty easy to dodge also if she's using the first ultimate and you're doing a focus attack, you won't get frozen. On the second one, if you're Tarka, let's say, you need to like dodge to the sides or jump a little bit higher, because if you try to do a double jump, the second ultimate is going to catch you. Same goes if you're using focus attack, it's going to catch you. The third one as well, but she's using it like pretty slow, so the majority of time you're going to have time to escape from it. Matari can just run out from it. Same goes for Wuchen. People that can use their skills like Yoto, Temuch, Justina, etc. They won't get safe from it most likely, but because they're going to get frozen, but at least maybe they won't get like that much hits on them if they manage to hit the skills before getting frozen. And that's basically it, what you can do like against Justina. And last but not least, if you're using Takeda, well, there's for the first ultimate, you can like use it whenever he's like under attack, that goes like if you're frozen with Justina, you can like save yourself if you're already in the first ultimate, because you can use your F skill on the ultimate when you're under attack, frozen, stunned, etc. So that's gonna save you. If you're using the second ultimate as Takeda and you try to hit somebody, you can like try to dodge it out, like try to dodge 3 times. Okay, I don't have the energy, but you're just gonna try to dodge 3 times to skip him. The other thing you can sort of try to do is if you're in a crunch position, you can like try to dodge it to the sides 3 times. Again, that's much safer than being stand up, so if you like see him trying to do it, click really quick this and try to dodge on the side so you don't get caught on it. If you're Yoto, you can start your ultimate, you're going to be safe from it. If you're Tian Hai and Yueshan, you can again use your ultimates and you're going to skip the hits. If you're any hero that's with skill that can be used under attack, again you can save at least a couple of the hits when he starts the ultimate. Like when he starts this part, you know, when he starts hitting these blades, use it then, so you can not take a lot of damage. You're probably going to take the blade after that, but at least it's going to save you, more or less. The heroes that can do that again are Valda, Justina, Tian Hai, Temuch, etc. You can counter his ultimate with another Takeda that's using the second ultimate again. If you're Matari, you can just escape. If you're in Justina's ultimate, you can also escape, or if you hit her ultimate, you won't get hit by the blades at first, so that's gonna save you as well. If you're like close to a building, he starts doing it, you can like try to scale rush and go out of it. Maybe get a grapple if he's like slow with the aim, etc. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope the video isn't like too long. If it is, so I'm sorry about that, but as I said, I wrote down everything in the beginning, so you don't need to listen to me if you want. Like, you can just go around and read everything for yourself. I have maybe missed something. I'm sorry about that if I did. But yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.